We are going to make the second prayer. I will pray for those people I mentioned. I will pray for them, but we are going to make the second prayer. Please be very serious. We are going to ask the Lord to deploy angels. Anytime you're thinking about answered prayer, you think about two personalities. You think about human agents and angelic agents. Without them, the chances of answer to prayer is 5%. These are instruments through which God brings answer to your prayers to you. Are you get what I'm saying now? So you are going to ask the Lord to begin to move in the heart of men. I'm also going to ask him to deploy angels for the remaining part of this year for your life. That from this June to the end of December, that God will do amazing things in your life that if you were told, you will not believe it. He said, I will give my angels charge over thee. He said, to bear thee in their hands, lest thee dash thy foot against stones. He said, to keep you in all your ways. All. That means we are supposed to be experiencing supernatural things in every aspect of our lives. Return back and tell stories. Whatever they are assigned to do, they accomplish it and they return. The Bible said they excel in what? Strength. And they can do amazing things. Probably I have seen quite a lot of things done by these guys, and I'm just like, including putting hands inside people's body and removing things, and you won't see a mark. They can fix new spinal cord, you won't see a mark. Most of the miracles that we have seen is that if there are no angels with us, those miracles will not happen. They are the ones, they are actually the field ones. They are the ones that actually carry out when we pray, when we speak, when we do all that. They are the ones that go to carry it out. That's what that man, that centurion said to Jesus. You don't need to come to my house. I'm a man under authority and I have people under me. All I need to do is to speak and they will move. So that's why somebody can be here and make prayer that is linked to somebody in Lagos and it is answered immediately. It's because of the ministry of what? The angels. And the Bible says, are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to minister for those who shall be heirs of salvation? That is their assignment. If you choose not to partner with them, you have robbed yourself. Actually, life will be difficult. That's the truth. I deploy these guys in anywhere I meet obstacles, and I know that because God told me that I cannot be stranded if I know how to work with them. They can change things. One of our pastors, a pastor friend of ours, the church I was attending before, he was coming from Lagos to Unique. He was doing his master's. And he had looked for a particular kind of E. Higgins books. Searched for that books everywhere and eventually found it in Lagos and bought it. And was reading it in the bus and arrived in Enugu. And now he took a taxi coming to Unique Gate and just kept it on the dashboard and came out of the car and the car moved. He forgot. And when he remembered, he said, oh God, I trekked all through yesterday looking for this book. He said, angels of God. When it looks like you are frustrated, when it looks like you have come to the end of yourself, that is when to switch. The reason why it looks like you have come to the end of yourself is because you are walking like a man. Remember what I taught them for yesterday? Man is limited. There are many things that is not possible with man. The natural realm is a weak realm. You understand what I'm saying? It's on this realm that you will hear that, sorry, it's not possible. It's on this particular realm. But that thing they say, Kai, the front is filled. We don't have space. You came late, Kai. We don't have space. It's only on the earthly realm they can tell you that. Because when you switch oppression, you realize there are more than 1 million things that can happen. That thing they say there is no space in front. And you are looking at it and it's filled. Do you know one of the things that can happen? They can say, do you understand that? The Bible says God himself brings one down and then take another one and set him up in his place. So when it was time for Esther to climb, all they needed to do was Vashti to just do one nonsense. Vashti has been a very good queen. Do you know that when she was removed, that the king could not reconcile it? He felt so bad. He loved her, and the woman has been so influential, so powerful, and beautiful. I mean, you know, everything you wanted in a queen. But the problem was, there is another illiterate orphan, a stranger in the territory, that need to climb that throne. And they said there is no space. There is no space, is in the physical. They just went and said, Vashti, get up. There is that space, we want to declare it vacant. There is other thing that can happen. We can say, oh yeah, shift. If you were a eunuch and you have morning classes that is jammed, you know what I'm talking about. No seats. You can come in and say, please shift. You see that seat that's supposed to contain 4 persons, they will just make room. Another person will enter. 5 persons. God can make room for you, my brothers. Do you know what I'm saying? He can make room. Another thing he can do is get seat. They will now put another seat for you. I'm talking about in the natural. I've experienced these things. And can I shock you? Another thing he can do. He can decide that place you say is the front is not the front, and you create another front. He will now say, I have put the seat in front of them. So he can go behind and take a late comer and now put him in front of people who say they're in front. By terrible means, in righteousness. And when that guy made that declaration, he wasn't even expecting something to happen. But he went to and opened his door. The book was waiting for him on top of his drawing board. You hear what I said? Hey, God can be funny. Your book went over ahead of you. Because your speed is not the same with the speed of angels. So the book had to arrive. If these angels that is carrying the book, so it has to arrive first. Fear got him. Can I tell you another one? I'm not telling you Bible stories. I'm telling you these are people that are related to me. Was traveling to Lagos. I had an issue with somebody, and the person has been beefing him. So this Christmas, so he decided to give that person a gift, just to show that I'm not angry with you. And gave the girl envelope. The girl said, I don't need your envelope. So he was hurting. I'm trying to make peace. This guy is just being so annoying. Do you understand now? So he was telling the Lord, I forgive. Lord, I forgive. Lord, I forgive. So he was praying as a car, and he was traveling to Lagos from Enugu. The car left Enugu to Lagos. So he sat behind. I was saying, Lord, I forgive this guy, forgive that. So as he was saying that, he began to pray in tongues. He prayed in tongues from Enugu until they got past Benin, and then the car lost control and started smartsorting. The strange thing is that he watched the car smartsorting. He was supposed to be inside, but he's now watching the car smartsorting. How he came out of the car, he cannot tell. The car smartsorted into a dish. Cars were parking, were rushing to go and help victims, both injured and the dead. And he was wondering, is it that he has died or what? Because he has heard stories of how people die in accident. So how am I still here? Do you understand? Now the funny thing is that when he was going to Lagos, he bought rice, a bag of rice for the parents, and he has another car and was going, he's traveling back. They were all by his side. They were by his side. These are supposed to be in the boot. So he spoke to one of the passersby that is going to help the accident victims, and they responded. So he knew he was still alive. He told them that I'm in that bus. He said, come on, get away from me. Look at this person. How did you come out? Something that fell inside a dish. Do you know the only thing that proved to him that he was in that bus? God is funny, eh? One of his shoes was stuck in that bus. So when he came out, one of his legs, he was wearing shoe on one leg. The other shoe was in that bus. So he has to go to that bus to go and look for that shoe, and found it. And that was the only proof to people that he was in that bus. See, when we talk the way we talk, it's because we have seen too much and had too much not to. If we doubt God, we are fools. Somebody like me now, no. If I say, can it happen? See, let me tell you, if we raise the bar, what we think God can do, it means we have put demand. Let me tell you, if you ever think it, means that it has become inferior to what he can do. If you ever say it, it has become inferior to what he can do. Because what he can do is exceedingly, abundantly above all you can think or ask. That means if it enters your imagination, it has become inferior. I don't know that. If you can think it, it means it's inferior to what God can do. By exceedingly abundantly above measure. Do you understand? So that thing you are thinking, can he do it? For the fact you thought of it, is inferior to what he can do. By terrible means a righteousness. Let me tell you, it is the same God Abraham called upon that you're calling upon. Oh. It has not done on you that it's the same God that Daniel called upon that you're calling upon. It is the same God that Misha. I'm saying that you're going to ask the Lord. I ask for deployment of angels for my sake, for my household, for the sake of those issues, for the sake of those things you need God to intervene. Speak now boldly with faith and understanding. Let there be deployment of angels. My altar is calling you. Kapatemina kasopalata. Emama kompanana sateke palata. Zabarata kompale. Ambraka zekeminanta palata. Rakambabo salata.